The relationship is a long and deep one. You know, the families of the Hariri and the Saud family are sort of quite close, and it goes back to Saad Hariri's father, in fact, who was a good friend of the ex-king Abdullah, who died in 2015. So there's some history there, but it's also between the two countries. Until recently, probably only until the last 10 years or so, the Saudis considered Lebanon as to be sort of their satellite, if you like, their own country, their own gem in the region. And so this link between the Sunni world in Lebanon and that of Riyadh was a strong one.
So I imagine opinion is very divided, but give us an idea of what people in Lebanon are actually saying about this resignation and Saudi's potential role in it.
Yeah, initially there was a great deal of shock on the Saturday, and particularly from Hariri's own supporters, you know, a certain amount of incredulity. And now that shock became a certain amount of cynicism, because a lot of people in Lebanon have a great deal of skeptical views towards the political elite here. So many people thought perhaps this was some sort of a ruse, a sort of a plot to come back to the negotiating table later. Because at that point, when Hariri resigned, of course, he was negotiating with the Hezbollah bloc over cabinet posts, which was quite a hot subject at the time. So that was the idea that was put about by a lot of analysts on the Saturday. As time went past, people are beginning to wake up and accept that that probably isn't reality, as neither is his claims of his life being under threat. That seems to be quite lame. The real reason, I think, which is coming through now, and many analysts on both sides of the political divide are beginning to form some common ground on it, which is that Saudi Arabia has instructed him to do this. And this is very much a tactic by the Saudis, who have got a real agenda in Lebanon because they've lost in Yemen, they've lost in Syria, and Lebanon was a great humiliation for them in the last year when Hezbollah appointed its own Christian president, who for the first time was openly pro-Hezbollah. That was a huge humiliation, quite a slap in the face for Riyadh. And now, since Trump has come into office, the Saudis feel emboldened once again, and they are desperate to work very closely with the Israelis to try and destabilize Iran, and Lebanon is unfortunately low-hanging fruit.